Hello and welcome back to Backseat Fighters. My name is Miko and I'm not sitting down this time. Intrigue. Do you like where I am, by the way? I don't know what background it's going to be yet. Maybe I'm underwater or in space. Oh, probably not. I like this. It's nice here. Today we're going to take a quick look at UFC 241. This is one of the biggest cards of the year. There are some huge names on this, including of course Daniel Cormier, Yoel Romero, and the one and only Nate Diaz. Now this card is all about the top 3 fights for me, but I'm going to give a couple of honourable mentions of things that you might want to check out on the undercard. Devontae King Cage Smith. Top nickname points, by the way. Devontae is a lightweight who knocks people out in the first round. I don't expect this fight to be that close. I think they're kind of feeding on people at this point, but it should still be fun and he is definitely one to look out for. A fight that should be a lot closer is Corey Sandhagen versus Rafael Asuncao. Or Rafael, probably. That will be a fast and fun fight, and the winner of that will put themselves right up there in contention at bantamweight. But as I said, it's all about the top 3 fights. We have got Yoel Romero versus Paulo Costa in a battle of the bodies. We have a welterweight wildcard match in Nate Diaz versus Anthony Pettis. And we have DC Daniel Cormier versus Stipe Miocic, battling not only for the heavyweight championship, but also for the title of the best UFC heavyweight of all time, the Buhot. So let's get started with those Adonises, Romero versus Costa. Now, first things first, let's talk nicknames. As you probably know by now, I'm a big fan of nicknames, and Paulo Costa does not have a good nickname. His nickname was the Eraser, Paulo the Eraser Costa, you know, like a rubber on the end of your pencil. But then he changed it. He changed it to Borrachina, which I thought sounded pretty badass. And then I found out it's Portuguese for Little Eraser. And yeah, I know there's probably a personal meaning behind it, but Yoel Romero's nickname, on the other hand, is the Soldier of God, and that is a terrifying prospect for any atheist. Now, there are 14 years of age difference between these two fighters. Romero is 42, Costa is only 28. If you don't know about Yoel Romero, he's amazing. He's an Olympic level wrestler with scary power. But if you want to talk about power, Paulo the Little Eraser Costa is 12-0 in MMA with 11 knockouts. That's a lot of... He's good at that stuff. Now, I was planning on doing predictions, but when it comes to all of these fights, I could really see any of them going either way, but I will try my best. Either guy could definitely get the knockout, but I'm banking on Romero's experience here to give him the edge. I think he'll start off playing it a bit safe and slow, but eventually I think he's going to tire out Costa and get the win via knockout in the 3rd round. Nate Diaz versus Anthony Showtime Pettis. This fight is truly the people's main event. You've got Nate Diaz finally returning, and of course he is one of the biggest stars the company has ever had. And you've got Pettis, who is also a fan favourite because he's simply one of the most entertaining fighters that has ever lived. Just go YouTube his highlights, honestly. Trust me. Now, I referred earlier to this fight as the welterweight wildcard fight because honestly that division is a mess right now. Check out the video on the channel that I did on the UFC's welterweight division just a couple of weeks ago. Oh! Basically, the TLDR on that is Colby should be next in line to fight Usman for the belt, which frees up Jorge Masvidal to fight that grudge match against Leon Edwards. If that is what ends up happening, it means that the winner of this match could propel themselves to the top of the heap. Now, Diaz by record alone does not deserve a title shot. But the fans love Nate Diaz and the UFC loves making money. So if Diaz gets a solid win this weekend, I wouldn't be surprised at all to see him getting the next title shot. After Colby, obviously, unless something goes wrong. Oh, what if something goes wrong? And the same goes for Pettis. He's only fought once since moving up to 170, but he did knock out a top contender. Wonderboy Thompson, in case you're wondering. He did it with a Superman punch. Oh, it's awesome. Go watch that fight. And although he's not quite on the level of popularity of Nate Diaz, he is still a fan favourite. And if he does pull off one of those flashy wins, don't be shocked to see Showtime Pettis jump in the ranks either. In terms of predictions, my real question with this is how focused is Nate? Because his skill set is actually really tough to beat. He's got a granite chin, great boxing and elite jiu-jitsu. He has all the skills to beat Pettis, but I know how focused Showtime Pettis is going to be coming into this fight, and honestly, it's just kind of hard to tell how much Nate cares. But Nate is a superstar. Showtime is called Showtime for a reason. I expect this to be a really fun clash of styles, and I reckon the crowd is going to be electric. Again, I could see this going either way, but I'm leaning towards Pettis. I know, all you wee Stockton fanboys, leave your angry comments in the comment section. I guess that's where comments live. I expect Pettis to go after Nate's legs early in this one and make him miserable. I reckon this one's going to go the distance, with Nate probably bloodied up, scowling forward, keeping the pressure on until the very last minute. Anthony Showtime Pettis via fight of the night decision. And then we have the main event. The Boo-Hot. Who will be the Boo-Hot? There you go, UFC. You've got a theme tune. Daniel Cormier versus Stipe Miocic. Now, Stipe actually holds the record for the most title defenses at heavyweight ever. But before you get too excited about that, it's 3. He did it 3 times. Yes, no one had defended it more than twice before Stipe, which is mental. But it just goes to show, when everyone has that kind of power, it's really hard to stay on top. DC is much smaller than Stipe. But that is nothing new for Cormier. He is undefeated at heavyweight and he is a master at getting into range. The first fight was just over a year ago, with DC moving up from light heavyweight to take on the champion at heavyweight. The fight ended in the first round. Stipe was getting the better of Cormier, but eventually they found themselves in the clinch. When Stipe got out, he got clocked right on the button. Since then, Stipe has stayed out of competition and awaited his rematch while raising his adorable little baby daughter. Oh yeah, if you don't know, Stipe is just like the best guy in general. He's even a part-time firefighter, even when he was the heavyweight champion of the world. If Stipe wins, then it probably sets up a trilogy fight, but it kind of depends on what Daniel Cormier wants to do. He's been talking about retiring for a long time though, but I don't think he would go out on a loss. But then again, instead of fighting Stipe for a third time, he might want that third crack at John Jones. If DC wins, it puts Stipe in an interesting spot. Because if Cormier retires or moves back down to fight John Jones again, Stipe is still right there at the top of that division. And hear me out, UFC, please, because this would be a golden opportunity to do a heavyweight tournament. Yeah, I know they're not going to do that because they hate fun and stuff. And yes, everyone would compare it to Bellator or K1 or other people that have done Grand Prix, but that's the whole point. Other people have done Grand Prix. It's not just one person's thing. They could do their own thing. It's not copying anyone. It's just... Sorry about that, I had a bit of meltdown. Anyway, I think I'm going with DC on this one, but damn, it's a tough call. Stipe will be better at keeping that distance this time, and he is an exceptionally crisp fighter. I think he'll actually get a couple of knockdowns in this fight and give everyone a little bit of a scare, but I think DC's got a great chin. That, along with his octagon IQ and his wrestling, I think should be enough for him to grind out the win. Honestly, I'd say the smart money's on either of them winning by decision, but I'm going to go with Cormier in round 4 via submission. So yeah, that's it. Those are my thoughts. I give them to you. They're your thoughts now. Congratulations on your new thoughts. And of course, a bunch of you are going to disagree with me, and that's awesome. Isn't it nice that we can have different opinions on stuff? Leave a comment below. Let us know who you think is going to win, how they're going to win, when they're going to win, why they're going to win. As always, thank you so much for watching. Please like, share, subscribe, all that good internet stuff. And we'll see you soon. This has been Backseat Fighters. My name has been Miko. It will continue to be so. Stay strong, show love. We'll see you soon.